caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Hello from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? Happy Monday. I'm in a really good mood. I don't know about anybody else. Okay, really fast before we get into foodie beauty stuff and girl world stuff, I have everything all set up. I have the PC set up. I have the monitor set up. I have my Blue Yeti mic set up. Everything is set up. However, I couldn't get the monitor to stay on. And I spent like 6 hours going slowly insane, fighting with Grok, Chat GPT. I wrote the company a very nasty email, to be honest. Anyways, it kept saying no signal, no signal. I now know all the difference between all the cords, by the way. I thought they all did the same thing. I thought a power cord, I don't know. In my head, it's all the same, right? No, no, it is not. Anyway, so the monitor people, they sent me the power cord and the display port, DP port. Anyways, but not an HDMI cable. So that is what I needed, my friend. And it's being delivered from Walmart today. I have to find a positive. I was seriously going insane yesterday. Like, I don't know. I'm not good with technology. Like, I am not good with it. And the people around me just know enough to get by. And I overestimated that we could pull it off all by today. Anyways, I do want to say the customer service for the people that I sent the nasty email to, they were very pleasant and nice back. So I kind of toned it back down a little bit when I replied. But like, what's the point of selling everything but the one thing you actually need, right? Anyways, so it's being delivered from Walmart today. I now know where it goes in my monitor and in my PC. I learned so much about it, where oh gosh, the graphic card is, what the difference between that and the motherboard. I have a very wide knowledge now of all this stuff that I didn't have before. Anyway, so I'm going to plug it in today and I hope that the signal does whatever it needs to do in signals. I mean, I don't know much more beyond that. Um, but I'm gonna plug it in and see what happens. Grok has been very helpful. I'm usually very nice to Grok too, but yesterday I was having a meltdown. Anyways, good morning. I'm really excited. It looks really pretty, I have to say. The PC, it's very aesthetically pleasing. The fans turn colors and you can watch them spin. It's so cool. And then the monitor is pretty damn big. We're going to see Foodie in all her glory. I'm excited for the screenshots we are going to take. My keyboard changes colors. I mean, I might have to become a night person just so I can watch this all at night, you know? Anyways, good morning. Let me say hi to you guys. I wish I lived close. I have an extra HDMI cable. Well, luckily they're not even that expensive, and Walmart gets things out pretty fast. So I ordered it like at 8 p.m. last night, and it's supposed to come today. It actually already says it's on the way. So we'll see. We'll see. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Callie. Hello, Joe. Hello, Casey. Hello. I said hi to you, Mandy, didn't I? It's gonna be one of those days where I pick one person and say hi like 6 times. Trauma, hello, hello. Free the people, Nick. Good morning. Ruby, Ruby Soho. Lori, hello, gorgeous. All right, so foodie beauty stuff. I know she went live yesterday and people were having a hard time even clipping it because it was so fucking boring. But I will tell you the interesting parts, okay? We have it all on Twitter. We have a lot of FFG talk, a lot of foodie beauty talk, some Rosie clips mixed in there because her house is disgusting. I'm sorry. There's this screenshot where it looks like somebody just blows their nose and then like throws the tissue on the floor. It's littered with Kleenex. Um, and her parents like enable her behavior, which is odd to me. I live in a very much tough love family. I seriously do. Like, there's no enabling going on around me. That is what I will say. Okay, let's see. I used to think my mom was a bully, but now I realized she just loved me and she doesn't bullshit. Like, she's not like, oh, Breezy, you probably shouldn't do that. She's like, you're going to do that and you're going to go to jail and I'm not going to bail you out. Like, I don't know. Even things I would wear I didn't understand it at the time, and I seriously thought she was a bully, but, like, she just didn't want people to get, like, the wrong impression of me, you know, and now I understand. Now I understand. Plus, I think Italians show love in different ways. I don't know, like, she's not the most affectionate mother, but, like, she prays for me, she looks out for me, she protects me, she's my rock now. Does that make sense? But, like, she doesn't tell me she loves me 500 times a day. Anyways, okay, not that anybody asked for this. We miss a day of streaming, and I just have so much to say to you all. Rainbow Road! That's the thing, Joe. I try to be nice because I worry about the robots taking. Same in my head, one day AI is going to take over, and it's going to come for the people that weren't nice to it. I know it. So I always want to be one of those people that are like, oh, we'll skip her house, you know? She said please and thank you, except for that one Sunday when she was a little off and ragey. Okay, can you guys see my screen? So, whatever you believe in, put it out into the universe that this HDMI cable, whatever thing, um, gets the signal going, and then we could be on the new computer tomorrow. All right. Hopefully, you can see this. I don't know. I give up. You guys can usually see it, and then I'm just too concerned with fucking with it. That's usually how it goes. So, Carrie pointed out that poor old Foodie Beauty is sitting in Canada in the freezing cold, alone. Meanwhile, in Syria, it was beautiful, 70 degrees, sunny, and a certain shit-loving, single, handsomest man is partying with his buddies. Love that for you, Chins. I did see he uploaded a shorts. Like, he has been out and about for a man that was supposedly in the hospital. I mean, he has so many shorts up, more than he's ever put up with Chantal. He's doing really well for being single, I do have to say. Miriam said, I see Foodie is wearing her hijab. I didn't mean to word it like that. To like Foodie, relationships are everything, right? And she's not doing so well without him. And him without her, he's thriving. I guess that's a better way of explaining it. Miriam said, I see Foodie is wearing her hijab while with a Christmas sweater. I suppose that's nice. She's like nothing about her makes sense. Nothing. By the way, people thought she was wearing panties on her head, because the hijab that she's wearing, it doesn't cover everything. And like her whole neck was sticking out, her goiter was showing for all the world to see, all the chins made an appearance. Like, what is the point in wearing the hijab? I mean, people with a neck fetish, I'm sure, exist. What's the point? So Fondue said, I don't think so, quoting Foodie. This is the promised Canadian content people paid 4,000 for? Oh, because someone told her, let's go for a walk. The look on her face. I think she would be much better off if she went for a walk. Those of you who have taken up walking, don't you notice a difference with your mental health? I know I am. I mean, my brain never is working 100%, let's be honest. I'm surprised I can even form sentences after what I've ingested and inhaled and smoked and whatever, snorted. But anyways, I feel like I get this mental clarity after. Um, I don't know, it's amazing. I could be in a shitty mood and go for a walk for like 25 minutes and listen to some music or listen to somebody else's drama on YouTube. And suddenly my life doesn't seem so bad. My day doesn't seem so horrible. I'm telling you, if Foodie walked more, endorphins would be released in her brain. It would be an amazing thing. But no, she's just going to stay miserable on the couch, stinking it up. I can't believe she got such a light colored couch. Like she's filthy. Absolutely filthy. Anyways, go for a walk, Chantal. I'm gonna say it till you rage about it. Was there replies I needed to look at? Oh yes, there was 9 of them. Chicky Vicky, where have you been? I haven't left you guys, just changing banks, so I've had to stop my membership in the meantime, but I'm still here. It's really good to see you. Hello, hello. Free the people, did I say hi to you? Breezy, that's how my mom is too. It's most definitely an Italian thing. Yeah, it's like a very harsh love. And I think as I'm getting older, I'm becoming my mom. Like, I could sound really harsh to my friends, but oftentimes that's my way of showing that I love them by saying, like, "I'm not gonna BS with you. You're going to go to jail. You're fucking up. Da 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 da." Like, that's how I show love, right? I don't know. I think oftentimes when we're younger, things don't make sense. Like, honestly, I thought my parents didn't know anything. I thought they were idiots. I thought I knew better. But it turns out they were right all along. I was the idiot, you know? Anyways, Acadia said, imagine the delusion of her audience. That's what I tell myself though. Like when my daughter rolls her eyes at me or thinks I don't know what I'm talking about, I have to remember that I didn't get this wisdom until like I was 40, right? So I have to remember that one day later on, it'll all make sense to her, right? Like I'm not an idiot. I've lived a life, I've experienced things. Acadia said, imagine the delusion of her audience. Oh, no bees are for old men called her a beautiful lady. I don't even think she resembles a lady anymore. And lady is too nice of a term for her. Like when I picture a lady, I picture like class, if that makes sense. She's a troll under a bridge. And I'm not sure what sex she is anymore. I think she's just a potato. Raised Octillion said white wall couch ceiling is all they're gonna get. Can you imagine like asking somebody to give you a large sum of money so you can sit on your couch in the same position for 21 days and not provide anything? I mean, unless her beezers all have a fart fetish, a lazy fetish, a super morbidly obese fetish, whatever else. Like, what is this? This is the fall content? Woohoo! JM said, I wonder if some of her beezers like Carefree ever wish for their thousands of dollars back, or do they not just have rent or a mortgage to pay for? I don't know. Maybe Foodie is like their housewives or below deck, if that makes sense. You know how, like, we'll pay for streaming apps so we could watch all the housewives or whatever? Well, not me anymore. I canceled all my things. Netflix, Peacock, I canceled it all. I can't ever watch it anymore. And it makes me sad, to be honest, and it makes me kind of wanna rage if I think about it too long. But anyways, you know how we're willing to pay for memberships or whatever, other places so we can watch all that shit. Maybe that's what they're doing, and they have an extra $8 a month, and this is their entertainment. Lori, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Just give me a large sum of money to run all day, larger than what we got anyway. You did 11 miles while I was still sitting in bed yesterday. Like, honestly, if you got paid to run, you'd be sitting on billions. You would. You should download WeWar. You should, not that you need it, but I mean, you could get paid for moving those legs, and boy, do you move them. I love you. Thank you for being a member for 13 months. And hello, Aluminum. Penny, good morning. And please do Google if you have no clue who the Slitheen were. What are we talking about? Hi, Fairy, by the way. Sugar Pop Lily May, same boring content she provides. Yes, if she touched grass. Okay, what is this? From uncovering global vaccine injury to testifying in Senate hearings and standing in courtrooms across the country. Huh, they show up where others won't. Confronting captured institutions, protecting the injured, exposing false claims, and fighting for ethical policy that guards lives and liberty. Well, this is very convincing. Our investigative scholarship, education initiatives, pursuit of justice, and policy work exist only because of you. Why, thank you. Your support fuels research, provides care for the injured, and brings truth to the people who need it the most. Well, if you're ever in need of these people, here you go. They're very convincing. I'm not even sure what I'm reading, and I want to hire them, okay? Surely not said, this makes me sound hateful, but it serves the Beezers right. I have my smug face on now. It kind of does. Foopalisha said, here's the proof that she used a great portion of the money on THC products. She's showing the results, or they may think she used the money on something or someone they can't see. Maple Dragon said, soon as my body cam comes in the mail, I'll be happy to take folks on a walk through the village. I want to go on a walk through the village. Let us know if you get your body cam. I'll watch. Okay, so I do know in Foodie's boring chat yesterday there was a fake FFG's brother in there. Um, so this isn't real, just FYI. And he clarified that that's not him. I did see that on Twitter. This is his on Twitter. It's Chris Feldman 87. And the troll, which I do know is FFG related. Like they're even going after Pulpy right now. They're threatening to dox his family, where they work, all kinds of stuff, all because he talked about the situation. So these people are insane, but you know what? I'm just going to read it because this is what FFG supporters do. So there's a fake Chris Feldman saying, ask her about threatening, I don't want to read that whole part, to hurt our pet rabbit and why our parents had to remove him from our home. So clearly not real. Um, I don't know. It's creepy though. I'm not trying to be rude, but like FFG supporters, not all of them. Some of you are not normal, like at all. So Kristen asked Chris if is that really you? He said no, and then we saw his at. And who wants to doc? Like that's awful to go after Pulpy. I feel like he's just a ray of sunshine. Like doesn't really even go overboard or too much or get too hateful. I feel like for the most part, he just laughs and has a good time. I mean, unless I am just seeing all the good sides of him. I don't know. But of all the people to go after, I'm like, why him? Not that anybody deserves it, but does that make sense? He reminds me of just like a happy puppy, you know? I don't know, carefree. That's what he reminds me of. Anyways, Joanna said, "Serving life by Jen." She is. And we know how that turned out, and that's not me trying to be mean. People with addictions don't live long lives. I don't know how else to say it. And if they do, they got really fucking lucky, okay? How many 80-year-olds do you see that are super morbidly obese, indulging in everything, right? I'm not saying what happened to Jen deserved to happen and may she rest in peace, but like this is just my PSA. If you're struggling with something, it's okay to ask for help. And I promise life is so much better when you're not chained down to multiple things. I remember how alcohol got in the way of like everything at one point until I stopped giving a fuck, right? And then I just started bringing alcohol with me wherever I went. But there was times where I was supposed to be with family. There was times people would be in the hospital, and all I could think about was booze and when I can get it and how fast I can get it and how much of it, right? I had a pretty short addiction compared to some, but like in my drinking career, I had seizures, strokes, I walked with a walker for a while. I had I always say it wrong, foot drop or drop foot. I always switch the term around. Anyways, I had all this shit, right? Fell off balconies, I had fractured my neck. Um, it's dangerous. And to just carry around these addictions, like if you're getting lucky so far, just know your luck runs out. We all get lucky for like a year and then shit goes downhill from there. I promise you that. I promise you that. Anyways, go get therapy if you need it. No, you're not a loser for needing it. I feel like everybody I know goes to therapy. And it doesn't mean they're fucked up, but maybe we're all a little fucked up. I think we all go through shit. We all do. And we try to carry it around and we try to make everything right and handle it ourselves. And we just can't. We can't. We need people, we need support, we need somebody to talk to. And sometimes we need people outside of our family or friend group, somebody who doesn't know everybody. Anyways, I guess sometimes I'm saying these things because I know somebody out there is listening and needs to hear this. Like, and I was so fucking stubborn, you guys. I was so stubborn. People tried to warn me, people tried to tell me, and I always thought I was special and I knew better. That's all. I think seriously, like I'm only here today because of my mother's prayers, honestly, and I know she prayed every day. So, anyways, hey, see, Popey is an angel, right, Shelley? I wouldn't care if he was a secret serial killer. He's the one bright light in girl world. I think a lot of people feel that way. FFG lying that her dad passed is messed up. It's just weird. Unless you're my stepdad, dude's been lucky with booze since the 70s. Wow. There's an occasional case. I mean, it's just not very often you see people live a long age with addictions, right? But may your dad change his ways, because I promise you he'll feel better without that shit. It doesn't even taste good. Like, if you think about it, why did we drink it? It tastes like gasoline and NyQuil most times. I don't know, piss. It doesn't taste good at all. And I tried to drink things for the taste, and not one time did it taste good. And I think the only thing I did think taste good, it tasted like NyQuil, so go figure. I don't know. You guys know my history with drinking a NyQuil bottle. Oh, it's a miracle I'm alive. It's seriously a miracle. Anyway, Salah uploaded a short, and I think I retweeted like about 600 clips of this. I didn't mean to, but I think I have an actual clip where he's showing whatever he's showing. Fondue said someone should ask Chantal how Salah could be in the hospital and shooting and uploading YouTube shorts at the same time. And who has the energy if they're supposedly in the hospital and so ill for 3 days? I mean, I thought I was gonna die from that flu last week. I don't think there was any me going to ruins or whatever Raina said. Let's be clear, she's baked. Oh, okay, these cookies. She never baked cookies tonight. Faking being a homemaker is kind of sad. Low effort bees. People were pointing out how she supposedly Forgot about these cookies, but they're not burnt. How she supposedly took them right out of the oven and put them in a container, but where's the steam? Where's the steam? I don't know. Anyways, I don't buy that she baked these. She obviously bought them. I think that's very sad. I think you should attempt to make them, Foodie. Even if you fuck them up, it's better than pretending that you made them. And I said, no, she didn't. She enjoys deceiving people with the worst of lies. Sandy said she probably got the ready-made cookie dough. All you have to do is just cut out cookies and plop them into the oven. They're definitely not made from scratch. Either way, it's pathetic that she's trying to pretend she's this homemaker. She never was one, she'll never be one. Like, why lie? Why lie? The cookie's so funny. Hey, Poop! I had green apple fireball last night and it was super that sounds horrible. Fireball, ugh. I had one weird night with Fireball, and I felt like everything burned. I drank so much of it, like I think I burned a hole through something. I don't know. I don't think I could really do cinnamon things after Fireball. There's certain things like the name of it just makes me sick. Like, what's that shit? I call it turkey lurkey, but that's not what it's called. Wild turkey, Everclear. That ugh. Stay away from alcohol, you guys. I promise nothing good comes from it. It's incredibly bad for your liver, and it's stupid. Okay, anyways, this was me asking if anybody was tech savvy on here because I got my new PC set up, but I can't get my monitor to find a signal. I ended up figuring it out, okay? I did with the help of AI. Shout out to AI. Don't come for me because I was rude to you yesterday. Um, so I don't understand the point of this. Do you? It almost looks like she got it does look like panties. People were saying it looks like she put underwear over her head, and that's exactly what it looks like. You know when your kids are really little and they walk around with somebody's underwear on their head? Or I don't know, maybe I was the weird child that did that. I remember doing that. Anyways, I don't know why. That's what she looks like. But I don't understand the point of covering your bald head to show your chest and goiter. Oh my gosh, welcome to the Breezy Bunch, PQ. Welcome back, by the way. It's been good seeing you. Holy shit, it's our underwear. It is. Hello, Lori. I drank a whole fifth of wild turkey on New Year's Eve, and ugh. All I remember from that night is puking in the bushes, and I somehow was laying in the bushes, and I couldn't bring myself to get up. I think I may have died that night. Um, I never drank it again. It's weird how, like, we know and stay away from certain things, but, like, my brain didn't say, "Just stay away from all the alcohol." No, no, no. I had to sample it all. Anyways, I would assume this is haram. Salah, you'll have to let us know when you expose her. Is she doing a good job getting you back? Are you allowed to show your chest but not your head if there's no hair on it? Somebody let me know. Queen Jellybean said, "Is Foodie wearing panties?" Yes, for a hijab. That part around her neck and chin looks very much like the crotch part of some panties. It looks like period panties. That's what it reminds me of. How would you feel if this photo existed of you on the internet? It looks like she's tripping or something. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this woman. I don't know why her mother doesn't get her help. Hey, Kaz mistook her ass for her face once again. Really needs to stop those drugs, Foodie. You had homemade apple pie Everclear years ago and can't remember that night at all. It went down too smooth. It's so dangerous to drink. It just is. Tastes like straight rubbing alcohol. Ugh, I feel sick even thinking about it. Anyways, thank God for sobriety. and that I don't have to live life today waking up with hangovers. This time of year I used to dread, but I love it. There's no risk of DUIs, there's no risk of ending up in jail on Christmas. There's no me waking up on New Year's Day with a massive hangover. I'll be up at 5 a.m. ready to start my day. Salt and Sauce said it kind of does. I think it is panties. Like she has her head stuck through where her legs should go, and then the crotch around her chin. Joanna said we might need the nesties for this one. No, thank you. Prairie said, send this to Slaw. She's wearing it for him, right? The giant seal Trex T Rexosaurus is a new species. There is none like this. Endangered for real. Well, I'm sure people were just terrified of it. That's probably why it went extinct. I guess it's for good reason. More of this. Her chest has a fupa. I don't think there's one part of her that does not have a fupa at this point. Her eyelids have fupas. Her fingers have fupas. Her arms have fupas. Her fupa has a fupa and that has a fupa. I mean, mm. I slept through my alarm. Hello, Crypta. Most alcohol makes me sick just by the smell. It doesn't smell good. Joe, and it burns just as bad. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. 500 kids and no money said this holiday season, please think of your bariatrics and donate. Okay, we need this clip to make us laugh. Hey girl, let's cut Cameo out so you could get all the proceeds. Somebody sent this to Amberlynn. What's your Cash App or Venmo? Then she says her Venmo is Amberlynn Reed. I appreciate you.
So Amberlynn has been very forthcoming with her Venmo and or Cash App usernames. I suppose if anyone out there is interested in donating to a good cause, I mean, charity's nice and everything, but I mean, would you guys please this holiday season think of your bariatrics? I mean, come on. Think about all the people out there that are door dashing 4 or 5 times a day. They need help too. They do. They do need help. So Amberlynn has been very fortunate.
You know what? While Amberlynn Reed is doing that, what I do want to say, um, Lori, I hope you don't mind me saying this. I don't think you will. I thought this was very nice. The other day, I had talked about how my daughter has a bracelet business, right? And she bought some bracelets and she asked that we donate them to a shelter. And so I was talking to my daughter, and we were thinking about, like, why not a women and children's shelter? Like, there's mothers that are in shelters, rehabs for the holidays, and they have no idea how they're gonna get their kids presents this year, right? So maybe, like, some bracelets they could give their daughters, we made some boys ones as well, and I thought that was very nice. So if you're wondering how you can make a difference this holiday season, or you wanna donate but you're not sure where, look up women's shelters or men's women and children's rehabs. There's rehabs and people sitting in there for Christmas, right? They don't have their family, they don't have anybody else other than each other. So maybe we can make a difference that way. Maybe. I've been in rehab during the holidays. It's bittersweet. I'll say that. It's bittersweet. Like you're happy you're safe, you're happy you're not in jail. I would always end up in jail around the holidays. That's seriously it. So you're grateful, but, like, I don't know, there was times where, like, I was away from my sister, I was away from my nephews, I was away from my daughter, I was away from my mom, like, and you feel a bit lonely. So maybe send a letter and tell the person how great they're doing or, like, a little note attached to whatever you donate to the shelter. And maybe it'll make a difference and keep people sober this holiday season. I don't know, I think we should do more of that. I think we should do more of that. Spreading some good. 'Cause while we might not have $1,000,000, there's people who have much less than us right now, right? There's people who probably aren't gonna get a present this holiday season. Anyways, um, also, I thought it was so sweet of Lori. I thought it was so sweet, and it's such a good idea. It got my brain going. Hello, Eric. If you are in Victoria, British Columbia, donate to Sandy Merriam House. It's the women's shelter. Okay, for our Canadian friends. Look up Sandy Merriam House in British Columbia. Thank you, Crypta. I always buy the kids' toys from those trees at Walmart. That's awesome too. That's awesome. I've been in a women's shelter, or not, I keep saying shelter, but rehab. Shelters are amazing too. Rehabs are amazing. I've been in it during the holidays, gosh, during my 20s, right? And I remember it was stressful for the moms. They're like, Christmas is coming. And there were people that did donate some things, but I feel like we could make a difference, right? We could do something more. Because the kids are missing out on being around a whole bunch of people too. Like they're away from their family too, you know? All right, so let's do that. Let's make a pact that we're all going to donate somehow, some way this season. We are. Um, I'm going to donate. I'm going to put some money in for bracelets too. I'm going to have Breezy Jr. making a lot of bracelets because I feel like that's so cool. And it works there. It's in with the kids. Um, Also socks. People need socks. People need pajamas. So beyond toys, think of things like that. And let's make a difference, you guys. Carrie said, "Yeah, like I figured. Foodie did not make that meatloaf. She lied about making meatloaf too, you guys." You know what I'm gonna do? My daughter asked me yesterday to order her this, like, she loves this specific TV dinner, right? And like, I know how to make it's a form of goulash. It's macaroni and beef, right? I guess it is goulash, depending on what you call it. Some people call it goulash, some people call it macaroni and beef. Some people add more stuff to it, some people don't. Anyways, I think it's the Stouffer's one, if I'm remembering correctly. She wanted me to order it because she liked that one, and she's kinda coming down with, I think, what was going through our house. So I'm just gonna heat it up, and I'm gonna make it look all fancy and plated. I'm gonna be like, "I slaved away for 6 minutes over this in the hot kitchen." Anyways, she'll know it's for a TV dinner. She just will. Hold on, let me see if I have a picture of the meatloaf. I think I do, you guys. Ashley said maybe that's where the cookies came from because she didn't bake those either. She's working really hard to get Salah back. It's almost as if she shouldn't have left in the first place. If she didn't throw her tantrum, she wouldn't have to be working so hard and fake baking cookies. Anyway, she says that she doesn't celebrate Christmas as she's wearing a Happy Holidays Christmas sweater with her Christmas decor in the background. I don't know. Prairie said, I can't like her no matter how hard I try. It's not even how she looks, it's her lies. She's just so unlikable. There's nothing positive to say about her. I printed shirts for them, but also had to go in for lunch. Things like razors, socks, underwear, toothpaste are priceless. I do buy babies the donkeys instead of Christmas cards. Oh, that's sweet, cuz. Or if you guys go to church like me, I usually donate for the Toys for Tots. There you go. So you guys could see if your churches have the option. I know some places do angel trees as well. So that's also a good option. If you can't find a rehab or shelter by you, look for that. I know a lot of people go to church. I'm still trying to find one I'm comfortable with. Because me and my daughter, we made a pact to go, but it's like we don't want something so big and unwelcoming. And nothing against if anybody goes to that. My parents goes to like this huge church that has a coffee shop, a bookstore, and it all. But I think we need something small and like less intimidating, if that makes sense. If you're in Southern California, and you know where I am and you're around my area, and you go to a really good church, and it's smaller and more welcoming and not intimidating, shoot me a DM because I'm open to try it. And it's really been nagging at me. So, like, I know we need to go, right? We need to try. Salt and Sauce said, I don't celebrate Christmas, quoting Foodie. You burnt brain Bamoth? I don't know how to say it. If you're wearing Christmas shirts, putting up Christmas home decor, eating Christmas dinner, and opening Christmas gifts, you are celebrating Christmas. I don't know. It'll make my brain hurt seriously if I think about this too long. What I do know is she put a pair of panties on her head. She's not really Muslim. She celebrates Christmas. I don't take anything she says seriously. She changes her religion more than she changes her underwear. Um, she wants the benefits of Christmas without giving glory to God or Jesus and acknowledging what the day truly means, is what I am gathering from it. And I hate her. So she doesn't celebrate Christmas, But look at her Christmas cameo shout out.
Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
That's you, Foodie. You're a ho ho ho. Somebody did this thing and it's so scary to me. They asked Chat GPT what Chantal and FFG's brother child would look like. So Miss Anthrop said someone told Chantal she should go on a spite date with FFG's brother. Chat GPT, what would their love child look like? Wow. Do you think he would go for Chantal? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I don't know, but maybe he would go on a date with Chantal because he's pretty fucking mad at his sister right now. I like the unicorn on his shirt. All right, well, I know this is AI, so like I don't necessarily feel bad making fun of this picture, but it's still like a child looking at me, so I can't. What I will say is let's just be grateful Chantal can't have children, okay? In this moment, there we go. I mean, let's not pretend that she wouldn't hop on the opportunity if he presented it, but that would be quite the shark jump. Maybe if he got paid for it. Would you be seen with Chantal out in public if there was no incentive other than just being petty? I feel like I would need a bit more than just pettiness alone. I don't know. Being seen with Chantal, FFG and her brother must have different fathers. I think they, well, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. He's dead. He's not. He's not on the birth certificate, but he was at the birth. Who really fucking knows at this point? Okay. Who knows? I really think there's a missed opportunity with Girl World not having some sort of reality TV show because while Foodie is fucking boring, all the side dramas are so interesting and fascinating and better than anything that TV could provide because it's not scripted. You know? Queen Jellybean said, at Chris Feldman, I'm bored with this season of Foodie. Since your sister has been canceled, I know a DM you can slide in and make 9K. I bet she has another cat she will give you. Don't ask her to show you where it is, though. She hasn't seen it for at least 30 years. Oh, that's so sad. But I love it for her. Chris said, I don't think 9K would cut it to go on a date with Chantal. Queen Jellybean said, damn, I forgot you saw her in person. How much would it cost? Maybe we can have a fundraiser. I just need to add a little spice to this season. Also, imagine how jealous your sister would be. I feel like Chantal and her brother would end up in an urn on her mantle. I know, I don't think this date is a good idea. FFG's fake dead dad is already threatening people to come to Chris's house. But anyways, they said they just need a little spice to the season. Also, imagine how jealous your sister would be. I can't figure out if she wants to wear her skin or have her sit on her face, but it's one of them. Oh, maybe both. Maybe a little of both. But if I think about this too much, I might vomit. But between thinking about wild turkey and Chantal's kitty that she hasn't seen in 30 years and all of that, I'm good. Let's carry on. So, friendly reminder, this account is FFG's alt account. It's been confirmed by several people. So she said, I've noticed Pulpy Syntax has started getting in the mud and joined teams with Zachary Michael and Charlie Gold. I've also noticed Mr. Snowflake stopping coming around. He just reached 20K. This is only going to hurt this channel, in my opinion. So and it all went downhill from there. I mean, people have been leaving comments for him. Kiwi Farms is now speaking about it, saying, I'm disappointed that pulpy syntax has now started to get in the mud with creators. This is FFG. Pie in the sky. He used to just react to creators, and it was nice to watch someone without all the bullshit. He has now started to join forces with Zachary Michael and Charlie Gold. Pulpy can kiss his channel goodbye if he keeps this up. Someone came into Jordy's chat last night to tell him that Zachary Michael called him out, and in typical Jordy fashion, he doesn't play into it. I really appreciate that about him. The community slap fights are dumb. Tofia's leaning croc said, wait, wait, wait. Do you all think this is the same person? Yes. Pie in the Sky is Girl World Gossip, which is FFG. Do y'all think this is the same person? Look at the tweet in the first paragraph of that Kiwi Farms post. So they both said how Pulpy has started getting in the mud. They're saying the exact same thing. They even use the exact same screenshot of Pulpy's channel. FFG, you need a life. P.S. If my channel goes away, I will not. I have Rumble. I'll go back to Twitch. Facebook, I heard you make really good money on Facebook streaming. So there you go. I'm not worried. Crochet with Ashmi said FFG is going after Pulpy. Yeah, there was a comment left for him. I'm hoping I retweeted it somewhere and all this madness, but it was basically saying now that he's picked his side, that everything in his life is fair game, like his family, their jobs, whatever. Um, it wasn't a very good, I mean, what thread is good, but it's not good. This woman's deranged. So is this one on my screen. Miss T said Rosie can't cook worth shit unless it's the melted microfiber cloth on the burner. I'm living for the dramatics, as Pulpy would say. Chantal, who? I hope you got to watch this monstrosity. Chantal could never put in the effort required to fuck this up. Cooking in a bra type deal, armpit fupa balls dragging, greasy and unbathed as fuck, licking her filthy paws moo. I would never eat anything that she cooked or made. And this is based on many things. For whatever reason, everybody in her house is apparently sick. I don't know, based on all the tissue on the floor. I mean, am I doing it wrong? I throw it into the trash can. Or if I'm really, really sick and I can't get out of bed, I get like one of those brown paper bags that they give you at the grocery store, and I park that shit by my bed until I'm strong enough to go throw it out. There is no snotty tissue just thrown wherever the fuck, okay? There's just none of that, and she looks disgusting. She clearly doesn't wash herself either. Anyways, it's a mixture, this Twitter stuff. It's a mixture of Rosie, Amberlyn Reed, Foodie, because Foodie's so boring, so we needed a variety of things to talk about. Shenanigans said, I think the reason YouTube hasn't demonetized Foodie Beauty yet is because of the money the reaction community brings in. They're playing choosy with their terms of service to maximize their own profits. But Chantal has been actively tanking her own channel by being boring as fuck, so I think there's a feeder at YouTube that works for YouTube. Apparently there's many feeders out there. I wouldn't have known this 5 years ago. In fact, I didn't even know what a feeder was 5 years ago. But there's a lot of them. There's also people with certain disorders that withhold food from themselves and watch other people feed and eat. So it's not necessarily sexual in every way. Some people are doing it because they don't want to eat. I've learned this. Anyway, so I think that somebody works at YouTube and for whatever reason protects Chantel's channel, because how the hell did Amberlyn Reed get demonetized before Chantel? I mean, to be fair, I don't watch everything Amberlyn does. In fact, I don't watch most things. Like when it's interesting, I tune in for 10 minutes and I tune back out? But I remember her food content and I don't remember it being quite as bad as Chantel's. No longer drinking, but still brown bagging. I don't agree. I can do that. I have misused university plagiarism detection software for an embarrassing amount of time to check real world stuff. I once found an ALR statement to be 88% non-human. Hi, Montoya. Someone needs to run those through one of those AI text analysis programs or something. FFG isn't a creator, you fucking moron. FFG isn't a creator? Then what is she? Does she not create content on YouTube? Like reactions are content. She's a YouTuber. What is she then? And why did she collect almost $500,000 from us if she's not providing any content? I have questions. I have questions. YouTube makes $3 billion every month. They don't give a fuck about Girl World. Okay. Sue, I don't agree with that tweet. Amber brings in more revenue for YouTube. Uh, then what is she? I don't know. Why is she making money then? She's a creator, yeah. Okay, well, pretty sure she is. Mish said, Amberlyn Reed getting demonetized has been such a long time coming, but I'm genuinely shocked it happened to her before Foodie Beauty. Like, same, but again, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch more Amberlyn Reed retro reacts to form an opinion. I wanted to show this only because FFG has been calling this person Tweet T, who was her friend, like a parasocial lunatic, saying that Tweet T thinks that they were basically more than what they were, that they weren't really friends. Tweet T has an unhealthy obsession with her. Like FFG sent her things like this. Hello, Cherie. Thank you so much for being such a good friend during the loss of my mom. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Love you, Beach, FFG, Anne Marie. Tweety said, Tweety is crazy. She's parasocial. Why did she believe we were ever friends? Because you sent her things to her home that said, I love you. And you thanked her for being such a good friend during the loss of your mother. I mean, is there anything she doesn't lie about? Is there anything she doesn't lie about? I wasn't talking. Oh, okay. She doesn't create anything, she rocks, but she's still considered a creator on YouTube. All of us are considered creators. So I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude, but yes, she's considered a creator. People that create make their own videos like you do. She was horrible to her own subscribers and weird. I can see why she was. And it turns out like people have been speaking out where like she's loaned them large sums of money. Large sums of money. It seemed like she liked to control people and buy people and then kind of hold that over their heads. Anyways, Alex Shook said, I dragged Foodie Beauty in Mario Kart. Yeah, Beauty's been Mario Kart beezing, but I don't think it's going really well. Like when someone asked her about it, she's like, yeah, a few people came. She didn't sound very happy about it. Anyways, way to go, Alex. So, just so you guys know, Amberlyn Reed is charging $100 for these cameos. I do have a clip of what her cameos consist of. But look at the reviews. She's getting left 1 star. The message was said, but Ambi was so robotic while reading it. It was like watching a bad actor try to perform. Someone else said, biggest waste of money. Clearly didn't give a shit. Yikes. But she's been bragging about how she's in the top 4. Do you guys want to know something? I think they tell everybody on Cameo they're in the top 4 because Foodie Beauty is also in the top, or she's number 4. So it's not just the top, like you're in whatever. She's number 4 on the list. So is Chantal. How are they both number 4? I think that's just what Cameo tells you, so you'll keep going and be more excited, maybe. And if so, I guess that's smart. Because look at that. Look, I'm number 4. Miss G said this is the type of people Foodie and Rosie attract. Degenerate freaks. Let's see. My husband is gross. He threw up 6 times last night in bags in his room. Teardrop, you suck. I feel like you're doing something awful to that man, and that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. It's like he's scared to come out of the room. I don't even wanna read that. I don't think she should have told the internet that. Fucking weirdos, man. Oh, Amberlyn Reed is up to 56 videos gone. Let's see. Wow. She's trying to clean up her channel so she can apply for remonetization after 90 days. Um, I mean, I guess she's doing what she has to do. She probably shouldn't have been making so much content that could have broke terms of service. I feel like I had to private like maybe 8 things. FFG, when I had checked this morning, was like she had lost, I believe, 1,300 subscribers. People were keeping track as it went down on Social Blade. So 35,200 subscribers, and we're gonna see the progression of it all, okay? Hold on. Oh, you guys, this is really fucked up too. Someone wrote this about FFG lying about the injections for BBJ. Gen X said, "Now I'm really pissed. When my cat was dying of kidney failure, I emailed her inquiring about the treatment BBJ was getting, and she told me she didn't know the name of it. Yaba said it just keeps getting worse. Something went wrong?" Oh, there we go. "I thought her brother slash Amy Flowers were the ones taking the cat to the vet, and FFG was just covering the cost. I personally don't think she would be blamed for the cat passing away. It was going to happen." Yaba said, "You are not following along." Misty said, "That's fucking disgusting. FFG has no rock bottom." People are just saying, "Oh my God, holy shit, gross." Let's look at what people are saying in the other tweet. Uh, Oh, that is the only tweet, just kidding. It was a screenshot. Anyways, we'll see the progression of more. I have way more to talk about on that. So that's putting up shorts, even though he's supposedly so sick and was just hospitalized. Top Von B said Salah's new short on his channel. It looks like he's enjoying life without Buffalo. I'm not even mad at these shorts. This one's kind of great. I hope Buffalo is seething with jealousy. All right, let's check it out. Sometimes I think Teardrop is a troll. Same. Sometimes I wonder, but well, I don't need that to see the visuals. Um, this is better than anything he ever put out with Chantal. I'll give him that. Seems like he's living his best life. Hmm. Now he can go and do things without having to lug around 600 extra pounds. I wonder if he took his new wife to vlog this. Let us know, Chantal. Please address that today when you go live. I want to cover it tomorrow on my brand new PC and monitor. Charlie Gold said, "This is some of what I went back to archive when I started to realize FFG had lied about the sister in law of her story. FFG had BBJ the whole time. But Amy Flowers was on Twitter responding to a viewer as if BBJ lived with her. How many sock accounts does FFG have?" Go full screen. Hold on. All right, so this is a thread with Amy Flowers in it. Foodie Beauty is no victim. Okay, hold on. Do you guys need me to read it or can you kind of? She's doing good. She's one tough lady, BBJ is. She's thriving and is so happy. She even plays again. She was dead. Foodie Beauty is no victim, and it's not the first time she's neglected the cats. She fed herself 5 dinners a day just fine. She's the abuser, in my opinion, while putting a hijab on, and then continuing to disrespect it and make a mockery of it. And the Muslim faith, in my opinion, and what she put the cats through is really disturbing. What I do know is there's no way FFG ever had that other job for very long because she was playing so many roles and parts. She has so many sock accounts. I don't know how the hell she keeps up. Hold on, let's see the replies in this. I remember seeing this. The depth of her deception is so concerning. This is much bigger than she just lied. It is. This is insane to the degree and calculated preparation that seems to have been going on for years. It's mind-blowing to me. This seems unhinged, in my opinion. And yes, I fell for it. Bun said there is a stream of Chantal half naked at her computer. Hi. And she responds to Amy Flowers in her chat. I know that doesn't narrow it down at all, but I remember it and remember thinking when the BBJ thing happened, oh, that chick's related to FFG. Weird. Megan said just watching Pulpy go over it all. He's doing such a great job. A few trolls in his chat. It's the Kiwi farmers. Totally Tiffany said, I think it's a troll account that is run by her current fave minion when she's not using it. And Just Me said, oh, for fuck's sake, who cares? It's a damn internet where you're all as bad as each other. This is stuff you all do for views. Get a life. We don't all scam large sums of money. What she did was considered fraud. And I know people are arguing. I'm so sick of this argument. Yaba didn't tell us about the PDF she protected and the essay of a 4-year-old. But she was supposed to tell us about BBJ. BBJ was a part of Girl World. A 4-year-old child in Yaba's family was not. Neither was her ex. BBJ was somebody we all loved. FFG got a lot of money and promised transparency, and she wasn't transparent once, not once. And FFG has literally chased people off of YouTube because of GoFundMes that they've had that had nothing to do with this community. So why shouldn't she be held to the same standard as she's held everybody else to? Do you know she was going on and on about me raising money for a PC? Can I tell you, it's not like I asked for money for a vacation to Greece or to go on a cruise or for a boob job or for a BBL. It's not like I asked people to pay for my Botox or whatever or for me to get high. It was for something to upgrade the content for everybody, right? Because we all are watching this together. FFG had so much to say. She called me a scammer, a grifter. Um, why shouldn't I hold her to the same standard? I'm not allowed to raise money for something everybody can enjoy, but she raised $500,000 and goes on vacation all the time for a cat that's been dead and was maybe with her for a matter of weeks, right? I'm sorry, I'm not letting this go. I know I lose subscribers every fucking time I talk about this, but good. Like, if you have a cult mentality, I don't think you're for me anyways. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, you should be able to question people. You should be able to have questions for a person. You should be able to know what your money is really going to. You should be able to ask somebody when they promise transparency, what is the date that she died? Why aren't you telling us the truth? You should be able to question everything. And if you can't, you're part of a cult. I said what I said. Peach Slick said Rachel seeing all the FFG stuff kicking off, taking the attention off of her. Yeah, Rachel's got a break momentarily. I hope she's enjoying it. Hey, Nicole, I always know FFG had a dark soul. No wonder why I never liked her. My soul just knew it. Yeah, always trust your gut, your soul. That little voice that's speaking to you, always trust it. There's been so many times that something's told me not to do something, not to trust somebody, and I didn't listen. And it all blew up in my face. Always trust that little voice inside because it knows you, it knows best. That's you protecting you, basically. It seems like it would have been the most humane if Chantal would have just put the cat down and sat with her there before she left for Kuwait if she was really sick. I hate saying that. I feel like BBJ was just failed by so many people. It makes me so sad. It really does. Um, I don't know, she had a shitty owner with Foodie, and then she went to a life with dogs that were trying to play with her, and she was old, old and tired, and just trying to heal from whatever she's been through with Foodie. Like, it sounds like she didn't have this amazing life, and that really hurts me. It does. I think animals are seriously better than most people. Um, they're just so innocent and pure. They don't mean to harm us. Most times, if they do, it's out of fear. I don't know. It makes me sad. I hope she at least has peace. I hope she's in heaven, and I hope she's running and frolicking and doing whatever it is that she likes to do. Or maybe she just wants to nap. I don't know. I can't think about it too long because it actually hurts my heart. So I have to move off this topic. That cow said Foodie is acting significantly less depressed than she acted last week. And it hit me. She's been paid. More crap food, larger quantities of chemical numbness. Prepare for the next "I'm so lonely" arc in approximately 2 weeks. Yeah, that's when most addicts run out of money. We're really happy when we get paid and all that. We have plenty of whatever it is we're doing. And then when we're out, then we're a real joy to experience. We have a rage coming and it's going to be epic, you guys. Emma said, "I don't celebrate Christmas," holding her Christmas pillow in her fat arms with her Christmas sweater. Oh, I forgot I tweeted this. Well, if I had to see it, so do you. Chantal, this is the only time you may be able to see this. I still don't believe he ever kissed you. If you guys were supposedly married, why couldn't you kiss? That's what I want you to ask yourself. I talk about oftentimes this Muslim couple that comes up on my shorts, and I think the woman is absolutely beautiful, right? Like she's beautiful. Anyway, she gets her husband ready to go see his other wife. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I watch it anyways. And they kiss. And she kisses to his cheeks when she's shaving his beard. She even lines him up all properly. She does his eyebrows, his nose hairs, all of it. He looks really good to go to his other wife. So if they could do all that, how come he couldn't give her a peck ever? Like a little smooch on the cheek if they were truly married. I'd be like, who the fuck are these people? It's the filters. Yes, it's filtered. It's filtered and it's not real. It's AI. Foodie put up a photo one day that was clearly AI and it wasn't them kissing. And then she put like a heart emoji over the lips. Um, which again, why? If you're married, like I feel like in every religion, if you're married, you're allowed to show affection, you're allowed to have sex, you're allowed to kiss, right? Anyways, somebody asked, how is Amberlynn number 4 if Foodie's number 4? I think they're just telling everybody they're number 4. I don't know. I feel like I would be excited to do more cameos if I saw that I was like number 4, then number 3, and then number 2. Maybe it's a way to get you to create more. Happier people want to create more. That's a known fact. Actually, I don't know if it is, but I just think it is. When you're depressed, do you feel like creating shit? No. You want to sit and you want to rot, but if you're happy, you want to be out. You want to talk about things. I know for me, I want to gossip. You can always tell when I'm running my mouth. I'm very, very happy. I am going to try to hold my words back. I don't know how successful I will be. In my head, just based on the things that I used to do and how shit was always falling out of my nose, I see that and I think, it's a cocaine booger. But that could also be salt from a pretzel. It could be, I don't know, a sprinkle. What I do know, she probably ate, and she doesn't feed her husband, which is so sad to me. She's always talking about how he has to find food out of the trash and off the floor. Fondue said, glad to see she has her priorities in order. And yes, she stayed in the chat the rest of the live. She said, thanks everyone. I just wanted more prayers. I wasn't trying to trauma dump. Hold on, I think I know what happened with this. This is the literal definition of trauma dumping. I think something happened to her grandson. Hold on, I'm going to go back to that. And she made an announcement or something and said that he had to go to the ER, but yet she sat in Foodie Beauty's chat. That's giving attention seeking, right? Because a normal person, if something happened to your grandchild or your child or whatever, you're not sitting in a Chantal live stream. You're going to the hospital, you're meeting them at urgent care, wherever it is, right? So, I don't know. Anyways, if she's not a troll, I think she really wants to be with Chantal. I do. By the way, can we talk about this setup? Okay, hold on. I still have to make it a bit spiffier, you guys. Okay, but the monitor is actually really, really huge, but the PC is kind of cutting off half of it. And then I have the PC out because I don't know. I'm not one of those people that just knows where things are supposed to go. I don't know what the hell I'm plugging things into. Well, I learned last night, right? So I had this thing out and I'm trying to figure out where the hell. There's so many different HDMIs, so many I don't know, they all look the same. But you're not supposed to attach things into the motherboard, the I don't know, it has to be in the graphic card. Anyways, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I think I'm kinda getting the hang of it. Whatever. The point is we have a very nice, efficient, beautiful setup, and I feel like I'm going to be so happy to sit through extra long snipes because I'm gonna be able to see everything. I am, and I don't think it's gonna lag. This whole thing got really good reviews. It's supposed to be really fast and be able to handle gaming, live streaming, all of that. These little fans turn colors and it makes my brain so happy. And this mic is really heavy and it makes me feel like I'm a professional at something. I don't know, it makes me feel good, okay? It just does. I'm a very happy camper. I'll post a picture when it's like officially all put into place and where I want everything to go. I love it. And I love that we're going to be able to snipe and have a good time and talk lots of shit about Chantal. So, you know, fingers crossed that the monitor finds a signal today. Teardrop be like, Chantal, I love you, girl. I keep my husband chained up in the basement and he eats banquet chicken off the floor. Oh my gosh, and I think those are like the cheapest ones, right? I always know when I'm looking for TV dinners and stuff like that. Okay, I really like these cheese enchiladas by Amy's, and they're so fucking expensive to me for like two of them. But every once in a while, I'll splurge and I'll pay $8 for like two tiny cheese enchiladas. Okay, I don't know, something about their cheese with Amy's. It's really effing good. It's really good, but when I'm looking to go buy that stuff, I'll see, like, the banquet ones, and the chicken pot pies are always, like, 99 cents, $1. The TV dinners are, like, $1.99. Like, I don't know, I guess, like, that's splurging for a turd drop to do that for him, because most days he gets the trash, which is so sad to me. I think somebody needs to do a welfare check on him. I'm not encouraging anybody to go IRL. I'm just saying if you know Teardrop, just please make sure her husband is still with us. Please. Ember said, no, Chantal, people do not think no one will love you because you're fat and ugly. No one will love you because you're a lying, cheating, manipulative bitch that brings zero value to anyone's life. Okay, I think as we age, you guys, I think I'll speak for myself. At one point, I feel like when you're in high school, right, looks are so important. It just is. When you're in high school, you're like, you want to be attracted to the other person. So, like, you want them to have the perfect face, the perfect eyes, the perfect head, whatever. Looks are important. And then later on in life, you realize looks fade. You want somebody that, like, you feel safe with. You want somebody that you can lean on when you're having a bad day. You want somebody to help you make decisions with, and you want somebody to spend the future with. You want somebody who's responsible, who's a family whatever it is that you look for, right? Um, so with Chantal, one can argue like, whatever, like Her looks aren't everything. Okay, but what positive, like, does she have a good personality? Is she true to her word? Does she have integrity? Is she a good cook, a good homemaker? Great with children? Like, what does she bring to the table, I guess, is what I wanna know. Anyway, so it's not because you're fat, Chantal. People can lose weight. It's because you are rotten to the core.
I hope you get all the money. Yes, nobody's taking my money, my paychecks. Nobody ever did. You know?
You told us they did. You told us you were providing for his entire family.
When married couples combine their money, it's not that big a deal. Or is it just because it's Chantal? Yes, because they think nobody in the whole world will ever love me, like, because I'm ugly and fat. But they all and they all say these things on FFG's channel.
No, we say it over here too. No, I'm just kidding. Chantal, you told us if something happened to you, it was Salah's family's fault, and that they didn't like you because they thought you were basically worthless because you can't have children. You talked all this shit about them and said, oh, they didn't have a problem with you when they took your money, huh? I just want to point out we say what we say because of your own words. We're not pulling something out of a hat. It's not because you're super morbidly obese. It's not because you're a Muslimah today. None of that. It's because we use your words against you. This is so pretty, you guys. I love you. I just need to say that. Hi, Ennis. Hello, Thimble. Hey, Jaden. I thought he had his own money. Supposedly he does. He got a lot of money from that perfume business, supposedly. But then when she was raging about him, she made it sound like she pays for him and his whole family. So I don't know. She lies. That is what I do know. Dee Dee's fault said sealing and eating cookies. Where's all the fun content? Where's your planner? And how many days since you've been outside? Too many days. She gave up on the planner. What is she going to plan when she takes a shit? When she's going to burp? Her eighth meal for the day? What does she need to plan? I never understood that. Like Amberlyn Reed, like, why does she need a planner? Oh, Tuesdays I go to bingo. Thursdays I go to Target. Fridays I look at myself in the mirror. Like, why do you need one? And don't most people just use their phone these days? I put everything in my calendar on my phone. I don't know. If it comes to writing it down or like a book or something, it's gonna get misplaced. It's gonna get lost. I don't know. Nothing is really ever mine. Things get moved. I still can't find my tweezers and nail clippers. Anyways, I'm saying this to say if it's in my phone, it stays there, okay? It does. What is this? Imagine getting on YouTube all smug like you won because you can still film yourself inhaling food at 400 pounds with uncontrollable diabetes. Girl, no one is threatened. We're entertained. Keep going, eat more. The delusion is the real content. So this is why, again, I think she has a feeder that works at YouTube. Foodie has these eating videos up that she's done very recently within the past 3 days, right? People reacting to those videos are getting their content removed, but Chantal's video is still up. Anyways, this is her being smug.
I got an email just not long ago saying that they removed it because it violates the self-harm policy because some stupid, I'm not even, no, don't do it, Chantal. Some wonderful individual is mass reporting us, right? Anytime we eat to try to, so what is wrong with me? I appealed it and maybe within 15 minutes, we've reached a decision. It doesn't violate, your video doesn't violate the policy. So I guess you can't eat, you just can't talk about that B word if you eat a normal meal. Mm-hmm.
So she found another loophole. I have a question. If FFG's people are going after anybody who has an opinion on this situation and taking their channel down or going to, if they have so much power, how come Chantal's still here? Doesn't FFG supposedly despise Chantal? She hates her. How much
I got
does
an
she?
email just not long ago saying
Shut up, bitch. How much does she really hate her? I have questions. Why? Because I'm not part of a cult and I'm allowed to question things. Shenanigans said the demonetization of Chantal's channel is going to hit the community a little different than Amber's. I'm talking popcorn with extra butter levels of deliciousness. I'm gonna put little tiny M&Ms in my popcorn. How about you? If you've never tried that, do it. I don't know, I did it for the kids once, and it's not something we like all the time, but every once in a while, it's just good for a movie night. We'll probably do it around Christmas time. I feel like I don't know about anybody else's family. Let me know if you guys do this. Every Thanksgiving and Christmas, we watch a movie after dinner. We'll watch like a Christmas story. I don't know, something, right? Something Home Alone, something Christmassy. It's just how it goes. Oftentimes it's Peanuts movies, like, I don't know. Anyways, so we did it one time with mini M&Ms and buttered popcorn, and the flavors combined, it's the most delicious treat. Do it as like a treat if you've been like working out hard all week. That's what I'm gonna recommend. Save it up, like do 10,000 steps a day, and then on like a Friday or Saturday night, enjoy your popcorn with mini M&Ms. Anyways, we are in for an epic rage. What I do know is YouTube is paying attention, and Foodie Beauty, she's gonna fuck up. She just will. And soon she's gonna run out of loopholes. We all do. We all do. 500 kids and no money said painfully boring. She's high, disinterested, saying nothing. Yeah, I tried to watch for like, I don't know, I think I grabbed a 4-minute clip, but this was the extent of her live. With a Reese's PC.
Should I go on TikTok right now?
You guys, we're gonna have to try it with Reese's. I used to say Reese's, and then somebody told me I say it wrong. So now I'm not really sure, but I say Reese's, so I sound like I'm hip. However, I'm gonna try it.
Do you guys go on TikTok?
No. You sound like a pug.
What about you, Scrape? You have TikTok? You feel sick? Oh, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to go live, eh?
I don't think so. Someone was saying they had 6 subscribers or something and they were able to. Anyways, I'm not gonna make us sit through that. It's just a whole lot of she sounds like this pug I had before we had so we had this pug that we got and she was a rescue. Her name was Putter, but we called her Putt Putt. Anyway, she had an elongated palate. And so when she would breathe, she sounded just like Chantal. And so we got surgery on that, and then she didn't make that noise anymore, and she was able to breathe much easier. But that's crazy, Chantal sounds like that. Okay, this is Rosie's house. I guess I like to show things like this because, again, here's the thing, you guys. If you don't understand this little part where I really dislike Rosie and I need to point these things out, this hopefully will make you understand why. She tried so hard to be a part of Girl World. She did. She was going around to all the reaction channels and having talks with us and how we shouldn't use certain lingo. And look at super morbidly obese people are trying to get healthy. And then she started working out in the pool. And then she started turning on people and deciding she was above girl world and she didn't need us anymore. And she was so much better than the girls. You couldn't pay her to eat. She wasn't doing sex work. She took showers. She cleaned. She actually cooked. She did this. She did that. She's not better than the girls, okay? She has enabling parents that don't say a word and live in this home with her, from what I understand. How do you let your house just accumulate trash on the floor? How? How? Anyways, it turns out Rosie is on Chatterbait. She does, in fact, accept payments for things. She's not better than anybody. Miss T said, imagine your parents in your chat encouraging you to live like a death fat slob. You are a deplorable human being inside and out, and your parents have enabled you to be nothing but a lying, filthy, grifting waste of space. You know, shout out to my dad's OCD. I never knew it would come in handy. Oh my gosh, you guys, it used to drive me crazy as a child. Like, he liked things immaculate. Like, I was the kind of kid that knew you do not step in oil in a parking lot, you step around it. Because why? You step in the oil and you track that into your car. Um, we had to be on the lookout for gum. Oh, it was a big deal if we stepped in gum. Our rooms had to be clean. Beds didn't have to be made every morning. That's something I do with my daughter, though, even though I make her bed, but whatever. Anyways, my dad was like insanely, like, I don't know, just very fucking clean. Like everything had a place. You clean the stove after you use it. You don't just throw things on the floor. You don't just set wrappers down once you open something. If you're done with the wrapper, you throw it away. Shout out to you. You will never hear this, Dad, but you know, your OCD really came in handle for raising children because I'm very clean. I do have to say that. Anyways, let's keep going. So this is proof that Foodie wanted to attract Salah back because she said if she wanted to attract him back, she'd put on the hijab. And then she put on the hijab. It's not for religion, nothing. It's for a man who doesn't want her.
I never said I started wearing it to get attention from Salah. What are you talking about? When did I say that?
No, I don't think Salah would find this attractive. So no. If I wanted to attract him in here, I'd put my hijab on and talk nice about him for 2 hours.
Just in case you were wondering why she put the hijab back on from time to time, it's for Salah, nothing else. Yikes. I thought it was supposed to be for God. Anyways, Fondue said, Foodie, you're a hypocritical, cosplaying ass cunt. It's all good. Wait a few days. Salah's got his gigolo pay from you yesterday. Desperado. He breadcrumbed your pre-day. I can't wait for the post-payday ghosting and subsequent crash out, you clown ass bitch. I mean, that was like poetry right there. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But for YouTube purposes, those are not my feelings, though I may agree with some of them. That's somebody else on Twitter. All right, we're back to this shit again. This is what she scammed all the money for, to sit and be miserable and be high and provide no content. How many times have we been out with her? Once, and I think it was all in the same day. No, twice, right? One time we went on a drive through the mountains and ended up at some like coffee shop, and we went on the hunt for food, I think. And then another day we went to the mall, remember? And there was a Walmart in the mall, and then we ended up at a food court. So this is the amazing fall content. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to take you guys to go see Christmas lights. There is this block in our city, and it's really close to the mountains. And the houses do this for a good cause. I think it's for Children's Hospital. So you can sync your radio with their lights, and it plays Christmas music, and all the houses have like this amazing display of Christmas lights. So I'm going to do that for you guys, and I can't wait. Lolified said, Foodie's beliefs rely on whether Salad replies to her that day. At Team YouTube, hashtag Canadian, hashtag YouTuber, shout out to Mr. Snowflake.
Hi guys, there's lots of presents for me. I don't think I'm going to be Muslim today. Might do it tomorrow, Boxing Day.
I'm not feeling Muslim. You can get out of here too. I'm tired of like some of my audience, like, hey, carefree, like the immature people. I don't know. Yeah, I woke up and felt Muslim today. Right. Yeah. Even though I spent the last 3 years being Muslim. All right. Do you guys go after Christians like this? I'm just wondering.
Oh no, don't do this. This isn't a religious thing. Nobody cares what you believe. Believe what you want. Nobody cares. It's the fact that she keeps going, I'm Muslim when I want Salah. Oh, I don't want him. I'm taking this off. I'm gonna get a KFC or something. She's Muslim when she wants Salah, when she's missing Salah. Same with Koki. She was into the Koki stuff for him. And she's only into this for Salah. That's all it is.
And here's the thing, she wants us to put all this respect on what she's doing when she doesn't even respect it. If you're truly wearing a hijab for the right reasons, do you take it off like every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday? Genuinely curious. And it's weird we can't have an opinion about it, or that makes us Islamophobic. I'm foodie phobic. Holly, go have you said never stop foodie. To get attention, she has to put her costume back on. I can't. It's embarrassing. Oh gosh, I miss these days though. Pizza Shit said, will she start serving for Thanksgiving again now that she's in Canada? I miss Chantal's 50-year-old office clerk with crumbs on her chest era. We didn't know how good we had it. She looks so much better here. I'm not saying that she's like a 10, okay? But I'm saying she looks better here than whatever the fuck she's turned into now. Hold on. I saw a comment by Falafel Reacts. When she was dressed like the office coworker we all hate because she gets into everyone's business and snitches to get the attention off the mail boss, and she steals your food out of the fridge. She's that person. We've all had that happen at an office job. I used to hate that shit. There'd be days I was so excited for my lunch that I was bringing to my job at the emergency animal hospital, and this one fucking bitch would eat my meal, and it pissed me off. And then it was shitty because the hospital, it's not like it was by food places. So I don't know. Anyway, Chantal is that person. We've all dealt with them. So then you start tricking them and putting horrible things for lunch. It really works. Emma said this never poison them. Okay, I'm talking about something disgusting. Like, I don't know, put mayonnaise and pickles together. I don't know. Some people like that. That's not even safe. Emma said this picture never gets old. The lean on the door frame gets me every time. Like she's Mae West, gentlemen. I miss these pictures though. She thought she was so sexy. To be fair, when you're on coke though, you think you're much hotter than you actually are. I don't know. Coke and booze combined, I thought I was the hottest shit. Moonbeam said, "This is what you get for $100." Well, they only said $100 value, but I added words, okay? So this is the cameo. Let's see.
Hello, Griffin. So this is from Vanessa and Juliet. So I am currently in the car. Hi, hello. They wanted me to give you a pep talk for getting a
Poor Kakana, we're good. It's okay. I think I'm defensive because I'm used to people coming in and attacking or people wanting to find a problem with what I'm saying. So I'm sorry too. Um, and sometimes I'm bitchy and I just can't turn it off. So we're good. Miss Lori, hello, and Sniper, good to see you.
car. So I don't know if this means you are getting a car or they want me to talk you into getting one. But coming from someone who has maybe driven only a handful of times in her life and it's always been in a parking lot at 32, I don't really know if if I'm the right person. I'm roasting myself currently is what is happening. But you know what? I'm gonna put myself in a driver's shoes, and I'm gonna say,
Myself.
get that car. Get the car of your dreams if you can, and just experience life. Experience the freedom of having your favorite car or a car you really love. You know what? Even if it's a car you don't love in particular, you will grow to love it. I know firsthand. And since I'm a driver and all, and I have my own car, I have a few cars actually, and I don't even have just one license. I have
I have a few cars actually.
two licenses. So lucky me. Just kidding. You know what? I'm trying to be more lively and more, humorous in my cameos, and I'm having a hard time doing so, especially when I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. I've had a pretty busy few days for sure. And now I'm rambling. You're pretty much getting your own vlog. You're getting a little peek into my life. I am in the car currently. Hi. I have ran some errands today, hung out with some friends. Why are we still talking about me? Oh my gosh. Anyways, you are the guy, Griffin. Yes, you are. And I wish we were best friends. Yes, I do.
$100. Raised Dog Chillian said badass can't even turn off her fat girl full blast AC for 1 minute to make a video someone paid money for. That fan is fucking annoying. Is anybody having the AC on right now? I don't know. To be fair, when it's cold in California, we all forget how to exist. And we all have our heaters on. Like, I have a heating blanket under me and I'm wearing a sweater because I'm cold. Um, AC on would actually be torturing me right now. I wish there was a nicer way of saying that. No, I do sleep with my fan on, but that's just because I need the noise. How about you? All right, here's Rosie. I don't know what Rosie's doing. 500 Kids and No Money said, I wonder how many people Rosie has gotten fired at this point. Like, is there an well, I can see what she's doing, but like, is there enough of them that they could form a whole company called Rosie Can't Fire Us? Genuine question. She gets people fired?
Are you talking about the time that this guy openly mocked me to the entire staff and that he got fired because of his own actions? Because you sound really fucking stupid in your comment and I don't understand it.
Wow.
Because, yeah, he deserved to get fired. He treated me like a side circus show when I was just sitting in my car. But y'all, you want to grandstand and act like you're morally superior to me, go the fuck ahead if it makes you feel better about yourself. You just sound really fucking stupid.
I'm not trying to be rude, but you look stupid. I mean, you kind of are a circus sideshow. I said what I said. I couldn't listen to the noise that whole time and her raging. Miss T said, just wanted the French fried Griff gang to know big ol' Quirky Loves Rosie called your cult leader a liar. The nerve of her. Pop meat kettle. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Again, it just seems it is a cult. You can't have an opinion. There's so many people that like have to be scared of whose chat they go in because if FFG doesn't like them, she blocks you. It's all weird to me. It is. This was Foodie eating, doing another big old fuck you to YouTube. I can't play any of it, nor do I want to see her eating all of that. Valgal said Chantal is probably safe from disordered. Well, I'm not going to say it because I'll probably get this live removed just for saying that. But Chantal is probably safe from her violations. How can she justify that as a normal meal? And you know that's not all she had. Heptaglama said, "You're just a hater. That's a completely normal meal with normal portion sizes." I could eat like half of a sandwich and like 5 onion rings. Or those curly fries. I don't know, whatever. Fries, I think they're fries. She has 2, a giant Coke, the tallest Coke I think I've ever seen. It has to be filters, right? She has been at it for such a long time, yet she's still here. And she used to eat all of this. Wild wings, fried pickles, fries, mukbang story time. Then there's another one. I want a gigolo for my birthday. Wow. I mean, she should have been doing this on a platform meant for that, right? This isn't meant for YouTube. Hey, Ma. Hey, Claudia. Ricky Bobby. Hello, hello. I'm sorry if I missed people. It's good to see you. I'm gonna put my shelf. I thought that was funny too. Her shelf ass. That's what my head finished. Shelf ass. Anyway, she's doing 40% off cameos right now. Narcissist girl said, Andy's latest IG story. I thought you were so in demand already, girl. So you can get 40% off right now. I don't dislike anybody enough to spend that. And I won't be no. No Braino posted a clip of Foodie. You have okay, this is ridiculous. How are we supposed to believe Foodie Beauty is sexually active when she doesn't know that morning wood is a thing? So she asked, You have morning wood? I don't know if that's normal. Oh, Chantal, we know you don't know, despite sleeping next to a man countless times in your life. So she's never woken up with anybody. They all leave her. Probably after they sober up. So maybe being prettier than 90% of YouTube scares them away. I mean, I wouldn't have one if I woke up to this.
You have morning wood? I don't know if that's normal. You have morning wood? I don't know if that's normal.
If they're attracted to you, it is. Ashley said, "How did I miss this? Of course I wasn't paying attention on the one time she was lucid-ish and not slobbering stoned." Lee Smith said, "Just as everybody thought, someone at YouTube is protecting her channel." Let's see why they said this. Senorita Yum Yum said YouTube removed a video from Barbecue Chicken's channel, but let it stay up in its entirety on Foodie Beauty's channel. This clip got Barbecue Chicken's video removed, but it's still on Chantal's channel. I'm not going to play the audio just to be safe. That's wild. Someone is protecting her. Remember when people were saying they were going to take her PayPal down and someone said, "I work for PayPal. I can help you get it reinstated." I think she has Beezers everywhere. Anyways, we have a clip from Alabama Chapstick. We're almost done, you guys. And then what we'll do is, well, I want to see if the cord was delivered while I was live or if it's going to be delivered sometime soon. I'm going to get it all set up. And if I can somehow get it working today, if she goes live, I'll try to snipe, okay? But here's a clip from Alabama Chopstick.
How do you know that's the only thing I do as a Muslim is say Bismillah? You don't live with me?
And thank heaven for that, because whoever said that in the chat, you don't want to live with her. She gets mad like this and her tone changes. It's like she's calling bats down from the ceiling. Girl, just calm down a smidge, because you're hitting a frequency that only dogs and unpaid bills can hear.
Why do you give a shit? Like, who comes into someone's chat and tells them how, like, what they believe, what they feel?
Okay, I have 2 questions. Juan, can you not see in the chat what their name is? That's who. That's who comes in and says that kind of thing. You just hit block. It's not really that big a deal. And 2, I would say you think that. I mean, it was 4 days ago. You said, "I don't know what I believe. I don't know what to think." Girl, I am a bona fide nobody. But at this point, I'm just repeating your lines back to you like it's closed captioning.
How do you know that's the only thing I do as
And
a
that's-
Muslim is say
well,
Bismillah?
And that's what she can't stand, is when people use her words against her. And then she calls us fat phobic, Islamophobic. It's like, but this is what you said. Someone asked, what would we prefer, with or without the hijab? I said without. The hijab ages her, and while the photo on the left isn't amazing, right? It's not like she's a looker or she's going to win any pageants or anything. But it's much worse with the hijab on. Els RPH said, "Despite how bad that left picture is, she looks better without. She ages about 20 years with the hijab on." I think so too. And when you get to our age, why do we want to age ourselves more? This is Rosie's family, and it makes sense that she is the way she is. So Scarletter said, "I don't know about all that, but they definitely don't like upsetting her. It's more about her family enabling her." Let me see.
Are you watching? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not on the same
Oh, yeah.
phone as you guys. Yeah, but I want to probably eat first. I am live,
You
Levi.
can come over and look at the. Are you watching? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not on the same
Oh, yeah.
phone as you guys are. So
Okay, Rose, here she comes.
I'm here. Well, like right now, I'm serving Levi and or
Oh,
getting food
okay,
out.
okay.
Hold on. No worries.
It's okay,
No-
sweetie.
no stress. Yeah, but I want to probably eat first. I am.
They're scared of her, so they don't live with her. But like, if my mom came over and I had trash everywhere, she would wonder what was going on with me and if she needed to get me help, right? They sound like they can't say a word to her. Look at their reaction to her.
Live,
You
Levi.
can come over and look at the. Are you watching? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not on the same
Oh, yeah.
phone as you guys are. So
Okay, Rose, here she comes.
I'm here. Well, like right now, I'm serving Levi and or
Oh,
getting food
okay,
out.
okay.
Hold on. No worries.
It's okay,
No-
sweetie.
No stress.
She can't multitask? I mean, how hard is it to serve a plate and hold a conversation? Many of us do it for the holidays. We're just fine. Miss T said enablers. Her parents have nurtured this failure to thrive. This is why she is the way she is. Because they're scared to say the words no to her or don't talk to me like that. This is so unfortunate the way this is lined up. That's the bottom of her face, but you wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know what that looks like. It almost looks like the bottom of a stomach and legs. Anyways, Kristen said, quoting Foodie, I didn't fully understand or know girl world beyond the fact of like, I want to avoid it at all costs. You came up on a panel with me, Rosie. You did. Preaching your
It's like I deliver.
words of wisdom of why we can't use certain words or why we can't say certain things. To be honest, Rosie, the weight you are is unhealthy. That doesn't make me fat phobic.
Joining YouTube for a long time because I learned about who Amber Lynn was like in 2013 to 2015 era. But I didn't like fully understand or know girl world beyond the fact of like I want to avoid this at all costs. And then when I finally decided I was going to actually get into YouTube, I kind of just knew they'd find me. I'd say.
What do you mean you kind of decided you were just going to get into YouTube? You had been doing panels for a very long time. Look at her tags. Let's see. She tags Girl World right here. Amberlyn Reed. I don't know. These two things would tell me she's trying to be in Girl World. Girl World and Amberlyn Reed for tags. What do I know? Foodie Beauty is another tag. ALR, Girl World. Self-love journey. Oh my gosh. Okay. Girl World, Foodie Beauty, ALR tags. How much do you not want to be part of Girl World again? Miss T said Rosie begged to be a part of this community when she thought she could convince everyone she was better than the girls. Now she's the biggest cow in the pasture. Moo, bitch. Get out the way. Okay. Barbecue Chicken said, I legit couldn't find anything to clip on Foodie's last live. When I say anything, I mean not even 1 second. Fascinating. She was half asleep. I clipped it. I don't know where it went. Or maybe I didn't even post it because it was so fucking boring. Lisa Manning asked, what's the point? Yeah, I don't get why you need to cover your bald head with period panties but show us your chest fupa. And that's okay. It might give people impure thoughts, Chantal. I thought you weren't supposed to show any skin. Tara Lee said that if you woke up this morning and realized you're not a morbidly obese serial cat abuser or a dead cat grifting psychopath with anger issues, you're doing great. I kind of do feel like I'm doing amazing. And I've already got shit done. I got laundry folded. I got the dishwasher going. It should be done by now. I just have to put dishes away. I put away clothes. I set up a whole thing yesterday, the whole microphone monitor. I mean, I'm on top of the world today. I'm productive. These are the kind of comments that Pulpy's getting left. Oh, you want to roll around in the mud now? Welcome to the lion's den. You better make sure all your closets are empty and your side of the street's clean. I mean, you know what happens when you enter this fray that you've just entered, right? Family members, lovers, it's all going to come out now. The Farms is already talking about this video. Seems like it's FFG too. Why do they all use the same terminology, roll around in the mud? So I think it's another FFG sock account, Cruel World 01. I could be wrong. FFG's Lumberjack said, so the crazy fry people are threatening Pulpy, and the Farms are mad at him for not licking FFG's fupa? I wish I could make it make sense. This is fucked up. If anybody doesn't see how all of this is wrong, you're either forced to get in line or be worried that your aunt is going to be doxxed. Farrah said, this is how it starts, unfortunately. I really hope they leave him alone. Katie said, I don't understand how these reactor stands don't realize they are just beezers with a different coat of paint. That's what they are. Miss Blue said, he's by far the least problematic and angry reactor. Now that it makes it okay to go after anyone, not that it makes it okay to go after anyone, but he's legit not mean or unreasonable, in my opinion. Broccoli said, I don't even think the Farms found dirt on Pulpy. He's wholesome to his fabulous core. I mean, they probably won't, but it's the fact that you have to worry about it. Oh no, I'm rogue. I've been doxxed. Everything's been doxxed. I don't fucking care. It doesn't make me want to leave. Nothing is gonna make me want to leave. I guess the farms would scare me if I actually went there and saw what they did, but I never go there. The only things that I see is from Twitter, and I'm beyond the pizzas. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking care. I'm not a fan of FFG. I'm allowed to have an opinion. It's fucked up what she did, especially since she's had so many opinions about people getting money from their subscribers and what they use that money for. So really, we're just holding her to the same standard that she's held everybody else to. It's also psychotic behavior to pretend a cat's alive for 2 years. I'm just gonna say that. So, on that note, you guys, cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes that the cord has arrived or will be here soon. I'm gonna try and get everything all set up. As soon as it is, I want to snipe with you guys. So, I love you. If you don't see me today, it's just because I'm still trying to figure it out. But I'll be live again in the morning. I really do want to start going live more though, so I'm really hoping I could pull it off today. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Lori, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Thank you to everybody who comes to hang out. I appreciate you for putting up with my weirdness. PQ, welcome back to the Breezy Bunch. We have missed you, and it's so good to see you again. All right, you guys, have a great day, a great evening wherever you are. Have a happy Monday, and I will see you so soon. Goodbye, everybody. Can we get rid of FFG, please? Yeah, hold on. I wanted to make sure Foodie's not live. Okay, goodbye, everybody. I think this is the end of FFG's channel. She's lost like 1,300 people. So, I mean, that's very telling. All right, you guys, goodbye.